Hi. Boone and I are traveling today. We're headed to Miami to kick off a 10-day vacation. But here's the thing, I'm not going to go dark while I'm away. I don't want to do that to you. And in fact, I'm going to use this trip to give you an inside look at something that my partner David King and I have been working at Little Nessie, give you a peek at our upcoming product release. And for our product, our mission, our goal is simple: to give loan officers and mortgage professionals access to branding and social media tools that are both affordable and top tier. So over the next day while I'm away, you're going to see exactly how our first AI-driven product works. I'm going to introduce it, and then my avatar is going to post content for me every single day, keeping me visible, consistent, and connected even when I'm unplugged. So buckle up. This is going to be fun. Let's kick things off. And here's my avatar. Enjoy. One of the biggest dream killers for first-time homebuyers today isn't what you think. It's not just high home prices or even higher mortgage rates. It's the car sitting in the driveway. Bloomberg just reported that the average new car is close to $50,000. That's up 28% in only 5 years. And to afford those cars, more and more buyers are stretching out their loans. 7-year loans, even 8-year loans, are now common. And sure, a 7-year loan lowers your monthly payment compared to a 5-year loan, but it comes with a big catch. You end up paying thousands more in interest for something that loses value the second you drive it off the lot. Now here's why this matters for us in housing. When a household is earning $100,000 a year, under lending guidelines, they can afford about 43% of their income toward debt payments. That's around $3,500 a month for everything, including the mortgage, student loans, credit cards, car loans. If you've got a $1,000 car payment, that slashes what's left for housing down to just about $2,000 a month. That translates into roughly a $273,000 home. Without the car payment, that same family could afford over $400,000. In other words, a single car loan can wipe out almost $150,000 of home buying power. That's why this is such a critical conversation for mortgage and real estate professionals. We're not just talking about numbers on a spreadsheet. We're talking about decisions families are making every day that quietly sabotage their ability to buy a home. Most people don't realize that the payment they signed up for at the dealership could be the very thing keeping them out of home ownership. And this is where our role has to evolve. We can't just talk to clients about interest rates and down payments. We have to talk about financial literacy. We have to explain the difference between appreciating assets and depreciating ones. A home is an investment that grows in value and builds wealth over time. A car is a tool that loses value the longer you own it. Yet people will sign up for 7 years of debt on a car without realizing they just gave up their dream of owning a house. So, here's the takeaway. As loan officers, we need to be the advisors, not just the originators. We need to sit down with clients and walk them through the bigger picture. If they're serious about buying a home, they need to think twice before locking themselves into a payment that costs them their buying power. Because at the end of the day, the first-time homebuyer dream killer isn't always the housing market. Sometimes it's sitting in their garage. And before I wrap up, I want to thank you for listening. I'd love to hear your feedback on how my avatar did delivering this message. And if you found this helpful, make sure to follow me on LinkedIn and across social media. I post content every single day, insights on economics, finance, mortgage, and real estate, plus plenty of data, charts, and graphs you can actually use with your clients. And with that, let's turn it back over to the real Ron and the real Dave so you can learn more about Little Nessie. Hi, I'm back, everybody. This is the real Ron, and I'm with my partner, the real David, to talk to you about the social media tool that we've created for our clients. So David, maybe you can just quickly give everybody an overview of Little Nessie and then this first AI-driven product as they just saw my avatar.
Yeah, great job, Digital Ron, by the way. Very impressed. I am not a digital avatar. You'll see one of those in the near future. But Little Nessie, we've been in business now for a year and a half, and we're all about branding. And a lot of ways we do that is through social media and primarily focused in the mortgage industry. And as big as AI has become, over the last 2 years and especially the last 6 months. Gosh, it seems like a new product comes out every day. We are launching our own product, and it's the going to be a conglomerate of maybe up to a dozen different AIs all talking together. And who I really see benefiting from this product is not the people that have 500,000 followers on Instagram. It's not the people that post a video every day right now in their own happy, bubbly self. It's going to be the people that either don't have time for social media, but they know they should be using it to spread awareness and to keep their brand or to grow their brand online, because that is where business happens these days. Well, not the only place, but are who we see really benefiting from this are the people that are just riding the coast on social media or not even on social media at all. And our digital avatars, what you just saw is version 1, and we're already talking about version 6 of where this product is going to go. So is it the absolute most Hollywood directed explosions going everywhere? Of course not. But the idea is to get your likeness, your personality, and no, these aren't going to be just generic scripts that we write for you. We are going to have a pretty in-depth intake process to where we get to know everything about you, or at least everything that you're comfortable sharing with is that you would like to interject in your social media scripts. It's going to have the right humor that you have. It's going to have the right tone, the right pacing, the right tone of voice, and everything. So we really see this as being a groundbreaking product for Little Nessie.
That's great. That's great, David. And so over the next 10 days, you're going to see my avatar show up doing my regular content. If you follow me, you know I post every day. And so my avatar is going to do it, but Dave and I will be on before and after to explain to you what's happening, what our product's doing, how you may benefit from our product. Just David, just a quick shout out. You mentioned that we're using a whole basket full of technologies and like a dozen different AI technologies to try to come up with this comprehensive social media tool. But I want to make sure we give a shout out to our partners over at Whoosy AI, who's really their platform's acting as the brain center to manage all these AI tools to get them to talk together. And we're so grateful for their contribution to our product. But with that, everybody, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks so much for giving us a little bit of your time.
Follow us on our social media channels and visit our website, sign up to get some news and get the announcement once this product actually launches, littlenessie.com. See you guys.